Hey guys, Travis here with Traventures Media, and today we're going to go over the 5 free tools for email automation, from the apps you need to workflow setup and organization. So we're going to go over the 5 free apps you need: WordPress, JotForm, MailChimp, Fat Cat Apps opt-in plugin, as well as Google Drive Sheets. Now first we're going to go over the web inquiry. So with WordPress, we're going to set up your landing page, your form page, and your thank you page. So with opt-in forms and MailChimp, you need to set up an opt-in pop-up and a landing page. So at the top here I have my opt-in pop-up, and this is my landing page. So if you see right here, this is where you enter your email. And down here, where you enter your email, for my landing page, this is the bottom bar that I have set up. So this is where they would go. They'll just type in their email and click Get Started for my free online coaching session. MailChimp setup. I'm going to set up the list, the autoresponder, and the API setup. Setting up your list is very easy. I'm not going to show you how to walk through and set up your own accounts with each of these. Please, if you have not done so, please go and set up your accounts so that way you can follow along with me. So what we're going to do, we're just going to click on List once you have it set up, and you're just going to go over here and click on Create List. And so with MailChimp, we're going to set up your autoresponder. Where do you go to set up your autoresponder? Next to your list will be this little drop down, and you would simply click on Sign Up Forms. And then you'll be directed to this page, and you're going to click on General Forms, hit the drop box, and you can see of all the forms that you can set up here. We're just going to click on Opt-in Confirmation Email. You can let the subscriber pick the email format they want, from plain text to HTML. And you can also see that you set up the from, and you'll see the mail merge tags with the reply to, as well as your subject line. And then setting up your form. Setting up your form is very easy. This is what your form would look like, minus some of the edits that I've made. And if you click on the edit here, you'll be directed to a little WYSIWYG editor that you can link, and over here you actually have the coding that you can set up as well. So next we're going to set up our API keys. When doing this, you're going to set up 2 API keys. You're going to set up your opt-in cat API as well as your JotForm API. And here's how you access your API. So hit the down arrow next to your profile name, select your account, and then go to Extras, and then API keys. And so once you've done that, you'll be directed to this page where you can create an API, and that's where your API is set up. So you want to go ahead and set up your 2 API keys, so that way your MailChimp account can communicate with your opt-in cat as well as your JotForm accounts. And so now we're going to set up your opt-in forms as well as your autoresponder. Next is your opt-in form setup. We're going to integrate with your MailChimp and some other options as well as your redirect. So this is what my opt-in cat plugin dashboard looks like over here on this left-hand side. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the Fat Cat Apps opt-in form API key, and you're going to copy, paste that into this form, and then you're going to take your list information, which should automatically be populated once your API key is validated. And then you'll simply click on the list you want your subscribers to fall into. And next, this is very important because this is the email that we set up. If you remember this page, it takes you to the opt-in confirmation email setup, which is what we have developed via MailChimp. And so right here, you're going to just select yes for the double opt-in, which sets up your autoresponder. And so next, you're going to set up your roles. And this would vary depending on what your actual goal is, but what I have set up for my bottom bar for my opt-in cat, I want it to display on every page view, on desktop and mobile, because I have both of those optimized. And you can actually have it set up as only display on these pages, which I only want it to be My Coach page. And to make sure that it goes live, make sure that this is selected to on. So now we're going to set up our redirect. Make sure that this is selected to redirect to your form page, your survey. So I have it selected for my online coaching survey. And so now we set the web inquiry. Our data is collected via opt-in forms. The consultee has been emailed via our autoresponder. They're sent a link to our survey, so that way if they want to take the survey at a later date, they have it in their email. And they also have the option to be opted in to the subscriber list as well. So what we're going to do is we set up the redirect, and now we're going to redirect to our JotForm survey. So with JotForm, just a reminder, step 1 is creating your form page in WordPress, creating your thank you page in WordPress, and now we're going to be creating the form. So I'm not going to show you how to build the form. I'm going to leave that to you. Please use your imagination, make your form as beautiful as you want. There are tons and tons of options within JotForm, whereas other surveys limit you to so many questions. You can only ask so many questions, but with JotForm, they actually charge you by, I believe it's anything more than 50 submissions you have to pay. So if you're just starting out, this is ideal for you. I also have it set up as mobile responsive, so that way I can do some online advertising. Also at the very end, I have a calendar so the person can actually select 3 dates that they have open, and I can take a look at what their dates are and coordinate with my team's schedule. Make sure that your settings are all correct within the settings field, and then we're just going to drill down here. And so next is going to be setting up your conditions. So if the confirmation email is filled, send autoresponder 1 email to confirm email. And then this is where you set up your autoresponder from JotForm, so that way everyone gets the forms. So I have it sent to me at t.lodo at traventuresmedia.com, and then they also get an autoresponder with their results as well. And so here's where you actually create your autoresponder. I have it set up similar to the email through MailChimp for the first autoresponder, as well as my landing pages, making sure that all my content is uniform and branded. To publish and put in your WordPress page, you would simply select this publish, and you can put it in any format that you wish. So redirected to survey via JotForm, survey is submitted. They're redirected to the thank you page via WordPress. Make sure you keep them engaged. Content. I can't drill that into your heads any harder. The consultee is emailed the results via JotForm, which includes a custom message that you can develop yourself. Finally is to integrate the third parties. You want to bring in your MailChimp. We set up the API key earlier. And you're also going to integrate with your Google spreadsheets. This will make sure that people who don't have access to your MailChimp can easily retrieve the information. So your results are stored, and we're going to set up the Google spreadsheets first. And so it's very simple. Run through the verification with Google and JotForm, and it actually creates a really nice form like you see here below. And it just makes it a huge running list of your online submissions. Next is your MailChimp. So with MailChimp, you're going to submit the API key as we showed here before. You're just going to click on this JotForm, your JotForm integration, copy and paste this API key, and we're going to put that right in this API key field, and then it will automatically authenticate. Then you choose your list, and then you sync up your fields from MailChimp and JotForm, so that way everything communicates properly. So now you've synced everything with MailChimp as well as your Google Drive, and make sure that you run some tests to make sure you have everything processed properly. And I want to thank you for taking your time and watching this tutorial. Please be sure to submit your requests in the comments, as well as subscribing to our channel. Visit us online at traventuresmedia.com. You can get us on Snapchat at TRVmedia, as well as Twitter, and we're on Instagram, as well as Facebook. Have a great day, and take care.